Hey guys, I'm back with another video. A lot of my tanking videos and guides have been for very low levels or all the way up to 60 and not really much in between. So I figured this was a great time to talk to you guys about how to tank in these mid levels and put up some insane DPS while being able to hold threat, but also not putting your group at risk. Let's go. All right, guys, like I said in the intro here, a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, have been asking in the comments, hey, Frenzy, I'm level 30. Hey, Frenzy, I'm level 35. I'm 40. I'm 45. I'm 50. Should I still be sitting in defensive stance? Should I still just be pressing Sunder Armor, my demo shouts, and cleave? The answer is no. And I feel like I failed you guys a little bit because, like I've said, I've done a lot of low-level dungeons from like RFC all the way to the middle of the SMs to right to 60 dungeons. And I haven't done much content in between those levels. And I do apologize for that, but I really want to show you how you can top the meters, but hold in a stupid amount of threat and not put anybody at risk while doing it. And it's going to include 3 abilities: Sweeping Strikes, Whirlwind, and Berserker Rage. Now, obviously, you need to be arms to be doing this because you need 30 points in arms to get Sweeping Strikes. But you also need Tactical Mastery out of the arms tree. Tactical Mastery is the key to all of this damage and threat. When you have 5 points in Tactical Mastery, every time you swap stances, you retain up to 25 of your rage. So this is huge for when you're swapping from defensive stance to Berserker, Berserker to defensive, battle to Berserker, Berserker to battle, so on and so forth. Now, why I'm telling you about these 3 abilities is because they stack together perfectly, like peanut butter and jelly, or any other combo that you can think of that I can't think off of the top of my head. In the background here, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you that pretty much every single intro into the pool, I am not only topping meters, but I am holding threat and I'm putting the group in minimal risk. Now, I'm doing this on hardcore. You can do this on hardcore. You can do this on softcore. It does not matter. This video is applicable for all. Now, again, as you can see in the background here, I'm going to be having a montage going while I'm talking. Now, with Sweeping Strikes in Berserker stance, with Berserker Rage and Whirlwind, your combo is going to look something like this: charge into the Sweeping Strikes, into Berserker stance, pop Berserker Rage, and Whirlwind in that order. As you can see, I just did that in the background here, and I put out an easy 600 DPS off of one combo. I'll never lose threat on that fight. And then stack that with your demoralizing shout, battle shout, you're great. Now, there are macros for that combo that I just told you of Sweeping Strikes into Berserker Rage into Whirlwind. However, I'm not really a fan of that macro, especially in the year 2025, but also because you need, and the amount of new players that are in the game. And why I'm saying that is because you constantly need either 30 seconds in between this macro, or you need up to 50 rage in order to do it all in an order for the macro to actually work. So what I do here is I just do it off of feel, mainly because, like I said, it is 2025. People do not allow 30 seconds per pull anymore. So I'm not necessarily doing that exact order of Sweeping Strikes into Berserker Rage into Whirlwind. As you can see in the video here, sometimes I open with just intercept Whirlwind, then I get to the Berserker Rage. Now, another reason why I always don't follow this macro is because I'm not just going to dump 100 rage just to swap stances to start that macro with Sweeping Strikes. In this video right here at this spot, I'm walking in with a full rage bar. Why would I lose that 75 rage to go back to battle stance to start that macro combo over again? It's just another reason why I'm not exactly a fan of the macro anymore. Maybe back in the day, not so much anymore. It's a great macro, but I just really want you to stick to using Berserker Rage, Whirlwind, and Sweeping Strikes. Again, half of these parts of the video, I'm walking in and I don't use that macro specifically because I'm walking in with so much rage. Why would I dump that excess rage for no reason? I'm just going to walk in, Whirlwind, get a cleave or two off, do my demo shouts, and then if sweeping's up for the next pull, I'll have enough rage to where I'm not losing a lot to be able to go in and do that macro or just walk in with sweeping strikes. Why Berserker Rage is huge is because you gain more threat while you're being hit while Berserker Rage is active. So that's all Berserker Rage is used for, is to get more rage while you're getting hit. And if you're walking in there with sweeping and whirlwind, you're guaranteed you're going to get hit. So your rage is stacking through the roof. As you can see in this background here, I did exactly that with the whirlwind. I didn't even use sweeping strikes. I just put out 1,000 DPS on that pull. 1,000 DPS on that pull. And I think I'm like level, I don't know, not even 40 in this video. Now, again, I'll put the macro in the description, but I'm not a fan of the macro simply because of, like I said, you need every 30 seconds for it to work because sweeping strikes is a 30-second cooldown, and you need up to 50 rage for it to work perfectly. So again, I don't really stick to the macro. I just go off of my cooldown. So see here, I didn't even use sweeping strikes. I just use whirlwind. And then if I need to, I hop in a defensive stance to taunt, to sunder armor, whatever, and tactical mastery helps me do that because I saved 25 of that rage. So again, in a perfect scenario, you are charging into the mobs, popping sweeping strikes, going right to Berserker stance, popping Berserker Rage, and then whirlwind. As you can see, I'm doing ton of threat. You're not seeing me in D stance. And remember, you can cast Sunder Armor in any stance. A lot of people think you can only do defensive stance while casting Sunder Armor. That is not true. You can cast Sunder Armor in any stance, and that is why in raids, a lot of DPS warriors are required for their first global cooldown to Sunder. So again, for the 5th time here, your rotation as a tank in between like level 36, which is the level you get Whirlwind, up to 50 or even 60. People like to arms tank at 60 still. You are walking in like I did here. You pop sweeping strikes, Berserker Rage, Whirlwind. I instantly put out 730 DPS on the pull. I will not lose threat after that. That allows me to either sit there and cleave or to demo shout or to battle shout just to retain extra threat. Or it allows me to go to D stance and just sit there and take less damage while I'm going through that Sunder and Cleave rotation. Now, if you want to start doing this before your Whirlwind at 36, instead of Whirlwinding, you'll just Cleave. So you'll do Charge In, Sweeping Strikes, go to Berserker stance, Berserker Rage, and then just Cleave instead of Whirlwind. I really hope this video helped. Again, I will put the macro in the description. I'm not really a fan of it because again, it'll makes you wait 30 seconds to use, and you need a guaranteed 50 rage in your bar before pull for it to even work. And in today's day and age, people are not going to sit around. People are looking for the chain pull and getting the dungeons done quickly. But I've showed you the recipe to success for how to pump, do some serious damage, but also keeping your group safe. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will see you guys another